Aquarius, welcome to your reading for the week of February 7th through the 13th. Excuse my like sputtering little candle, like it can't, it's like the little candle that can't. I've like tried to mess with it and pour the wax off of it and it just does that again. So, you know, there we go. I'm actually gonna read for you. I thought I would tell you a little story while I shuffle. This is my first, no, it's not my first deck. My first deck was the little Nova deck that you get like the little pack at Barnes & Nobles when I was like a kid, when I was like 9 or something. But this was my like first grown-up deck, and that's why it's like so beat to all hell. I've used this deck so many times. Thousands and thousands of people I've read for with this deck. So even if it's a little beat up, you know, it's got a lot of good energy in it. So I've had that deck since 2005. I've had this deck since 2005. Okay, so we have the 9 of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups. Nice. The 8 of Wands and the King of Pentacles. So look, we've got 2 of a kind here. And if I were playing poker, it would be like a really good hand, you know? I've got like almost a full house. The Queen and the King of Pentacles, I see them as a pair. It is an earth sign predominant, so you may have a lot of earth in your chart, or you may be encountering people with a lot of earth in their chart. But what I get with this is saying that there is somebody else that is like everything you desire. With the 9 of Cups, this is the wish card. Excuse me. And it's saying that you have desired something for a long time, this individual, because they're mirroring one another. And I feel like you are going to get that pretty expediently now. We see a lot of communication between the 2 of you. We possibly even travel with the 8 of Wands. That can sometimes indicate it. But this person is coming into you quickly. Like coming, that didn't sound good at all. Coming to you quickly. See that little Freudian slip there. And then the 10 of Cups, this is like a happily ever after. This is something that you have been wanting that brings you a ton of emotional fulfillment. You're like, yes, this is what I'm looking for because this person is just my type. They get me, and I've wanted them, I've manifested them, and now they're coming into my life. So this is fabulous energy. Let's go ahead and clarify, get a little bit more information about these cards. And this is actually my newest deck. I think I love this deck. I think I may be a little in love with it. I bought it because of the cardstock, because I'm a bit of a cardstock snob. I hate shitty cardstock, and I hate really thick cardstock because I have small hands. But this one, it's like, it shuffles like butter. So I bought it for that, and then I look at it, I'm like, it is so damn cool. Like, it's just got some of the neatest images on it. The artwork is really nice. I love the interpretation that the artist did. It's, can I say what it was called? The Slow Tarot. I don't get anything for that. You have to buy it directly from her website, but I just thought I would tell you that this is a really awesome deck if you're looking for one. And the backs of them are really cool. Like, I like the backs of them too. No, I do not read reversals. That's why I flipped that the right way. Not all readers do read with reversals. I did for a very long time. Occasionally I will. Occasionally. But only when I set my intention to do that, because what I learned is that it makes the deck skew more negatively when you read reversals. And I think that it's just a much more balanced energy when you read upright. I thought another one came out. Upright. Nope, nothing. Okay. All right. So we have the 2 of Wands, the King of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, 6 of Coins, the Chariot. We've got Cancer energy there. And the 2 of Wands, this is saying you've kind of planned for this. You know, you've wondered about this. You've been looking forward to this connection for a very long time. However, I think that the person was more reserved. They were holding back, and you didn't feel like there was any way to get in with them. But then there's something that changes. See that? The change of fortune, the change of fate with the Wheel of Fortune under your happiness, you getting all of this joy and abundance in your life. Something is majorly changing here. And this person, whereas they've held back from you before, they're ready to give. They're ready to reciprocate your energy, which I don't think that you've necessarily had before, and maybe not to this level. And then with the Chariot, it's talking about these, again, I'm seeing a couple travel cards or distance cards. They may not be close by to you. That is a possibility. But this person is seeing movement. You're seeing movement ahead with them. You're progressing this relationship. You're getting success in this relationship. It's talking about your victory here. The Chariot is really, truly a card of victory. So this is going swimmingly, right? Okay, let's see what else we have for you. Okay, I do feel like you've been delayed on something that you put your energy into, that a project, a relationship, something that you have wanted to birth, so to speak, bring into existence. I'm seeing your manifestation with the Empress and the Magician. It is the ability, the willpower, you know, to want to make things happen. And I think that you waited a really long time for this to happen, but I'm feeling that something has been rejected in the path of that you've hit some obstacles because maybe somebody is not as receptive to it as they should be. And then it makes you feel like it's giving you this feeling of somebody, betrayal is a strong word, but maybe somebody led you on. Okay. So I'm feeling this energy of somebody who was perhaps making you feel, it makes you feel manipulated, to be honest, because you did give them the benefit of the doubt. You waited for things to happen, and now it's like it doesn't even seem like it's going to move forward. So this is a frustrated kind of reading right here, a frustrated energy. Let's see what else we have for you on that. We got Taurus energy in here. Okay, so what I'm seeing with this whole situation is you obviously see the stress that it's caused, and the stress comes from the waiting and the not knowing. That makes you feel like uncertain. I don't know how I'm going to move forward with this because certain promises were made. This may surround other women, other female relationships, women in your family even. This could be surrounding your friendships or even a third party in a relationship. But what we're seeing here is that you were promised certain things, and now you feel like somebody lied to you. These both don't bode very well for somebody who made you, you know, set you. It feels like they set you up. You know, that's probably where you're thinking things are right now. Like, this person lied to me. They said they were going to do one thing, they didn't. Now I don't feel like they're trustworthy. I feel like they're only out for themselves. Like, you know, this. Like, no offense, because I know that a lot of car salesmen are much better than they used to be, but you know, that whole like used car salesman stereotype, that's what this feels like. You know, you're just telling me what you wanted to tell me to get your way. However, at the end of this, having the Four of Wands as the clarifier for the Ten of Swords, I don't think that it's totally over. I think that you are also looking for something having to do with somebody coming back, somebody coming home, somebody working things out with you, something in that nature. And here it's showing, yeah, okay, this didn't happen. I think this is open-ended. I don't think that this is completely over right now. It's just showing me how you're feeling, what you're dealing with. So let me pull 2 more cards and just see what we're getting for next steps in this. Okay, that's actually good. That's really good. See, I told you, I don't feel like this is over. I don't think that that's just, this sucks, too bad for you. Having the Ace of Pentacles or coins here, there is an opportunity for this to continue to grow, and there's something that's going to change in this situation based on a conversation, because the Page of Swords is about conversation. The pages are all messengers, and the sword cards are all about talking and communication. The Ace of Coins is often a financial lift, you know, something coming into you money-wise, but it's, to me, I look at the Ace of Coins as a seed that can grow, something that can be expanded upon. So this kind of sets you up for an opportunity to discuss this more with this person and go from there. So it's not an over thing. Let's look at what else we have for you. What's coming in the immediate future, what you can expect in the next week or so. Remember, time is fluid. Okay, I'm feeling here that somebody from your past is making another appearance. I felt like that you have walked away from them before because it wasn't a good relationship. It didn't feel fair to you. You feel like they owe you an apology. They owe you making amends because there was some kind of falling out. So you've turned your back on it. You're like, I'm not messing with you anymore. You are too guarded, and I feel like you're being very guarded against them as well. So I feel like that from both sides, this guarded energy. Nobody's wanting to give anything. It's like very narrow-minded, honestly. It's saying, I don't care what your reason was. I don't care what your excuse was. I don't trust you. I don't want to deal with this. You know, sayonara, okay? But the Knight of Wands is telling me that they are going to be making an appearance, okay? This person is coming in whether you want them to or not. And the Knight of Wands is a kind of compulsive character anyway. They come in, they just kind of come in when they feel like it. It's all about where they're at the time. So this may be something that you want to continue to guard against. It's up to you if you want to hear more to their story. Let's see what cards you get around it. Okay, you have a choice here. You see that the choice is in the middle with the Two of Swords, whether you're going to make a leap of faith and give this person the benefit of the doubt, or if you're just going to cut this off entirely and say, no, I'm done with it. I'm done with you. I don't want to deal with this anymore. Those two energies are very different, and it's showing you being in a conflicted state, saying, I don't know what the right choice is. I don't know what to do with it. They're trying to convince you that it's something better than what it was. And the Fool is asking, you know, are you going to leap into this? Are you going to make a new start with them? Or is it just too much damage here to be done? This person, here's the Six of Cups again. They go way back to your past, though. And I think that the tarot is asking you to really reflect on what the relationship has brought you. If you feel like it's worthy from being worthy to be in your life, because everybody does make mistakes. And just because somebody made a mistake doesn't mean you should write them off for good. However, it depends on what the mistake was and how frequently it was made. So tarot is saying, look, you need to reflect back on the past relationship. You know, how much do you really care about this person? How much do you want them back in your life? Because it could be a good thing, but you're going to have to take a risk on it if you do it. And it could go either way. So when you make this decision, make sure that you are really looking at the full story, the full picture, instead of just focusing on what happened that made you want to back away in the first place. There may be more to the story. You may need to hear them out first, but it's saying to take a little bit more time in your decision-making process concerning them. Let's go ahead and pull a Moonology card for you. Let's get some general advice before we close out our reading. Okay, I feel like you have these two here. The answers you need are coming, and surrender to the divine. Okay, so with the answers you need are coming. This is, I feel like, very dependent or very heavily about this situation that we're talking about here. It is saying to you that you need more information. And I think you realize this, and that's why you're kind of waiting before you make a big decision. So pay attention to what they bring to you, what they're saying to you. Very helpful for you to understand and to have this communication that it's showing here coming. With the next one, with surrendering to the divine, you are getting the answers that you need. Okay, that's a part of this. But also a wish that you have made, a manifestation that you've made is going to come true. And we saw that in the first part, the wishes that you have, the desires for a particular individual that you are just like, oh, you feel it with them. That is coming into your life as well. You need to just stay calm in this situation. And you know, this is a building up of energy. This is a culmination of energy. That's really the feeling of this card. And you know that something is going to erupt, right? It's going to happen in a big way. And you have to just trust that this is the way it's supposed to go. Okay. All right, Aquarius, thank you so much for watching your reading. I will see you again next week.